उठो जागो और लक्ष्य प्राप्ति तक रुको मत। और हम तब तक नहीं रुकेंगे जब तक हम लोग नीट के अंदर, मेडिकल कॉलेज के अंदर अपना झंडा ना गाड़ देंगे। तो चलिए स्टार्ट करते हैं 81 नंबर क्वेश्चन। ओके, क्लीवेज इन मेमेलियन एग इज सुपरफिशियल मेरोब्लास्टिक, डिस्क्वाइडल मेरोब्लास्टिक, unequal holoblastic, equal holoblastic. So the what is the student? Cleavage is cleavage in mammalian egg basically what? So cleavage is in mammalian egg basically what? Unequal and holoblastic. So basically we are talking about the cleavage in the human zygote is a holoblastic. What is the meaning of holoblastic? So because a student, the means of the holoblastic, it divide the zygote and the blastomeres completely into daughter cell. Okay, completely into daughter cell it get, but it is unequal as the blastomere differ in size. They are basically differ in size, so that was the reason behind. So the student, we have to go to the question 82. What is 82 question number question? Extra embryonic membrane of the mammalian embryo are derived from 1994. So old question, but does not matter. It is also expected for the NEET 2021. So we have to focus, does not ignore them. Extra embryonic membrane of the mammalian embryo are derived from inner cell mass, trophoblast, formative cell and follicle cells. Tell me student. So basically extra embryonic membrane of the mammalian embryo are derived from, you know, yes, tell me. Yes student, trophoblast, you know very easily. So whenever we talking about that, so four extra embryonic membrane are present in the mammals. Okay, so which originally arises from the trophoblast. So like that, amnion, chorion, allantois, and olmsec. What? Amnion, chorion, allantois, and olmsec. These are four. So the trophoblast is the outermost layer of the cell in morula. Student, it is the outermost layer of the morula. What? Trophoblast. Yeah. So this was the thing we have to answer, give the trophoblast. So 83 number question having gonad develop from embryonic ectoderm, endoderm, mesoderm, both mesoderm and endoderm. Ecto means outer, endo means inner, meso means middle. Okay students, so this was the things you, I hope you know this very well. So what is this? Gonna develop from the embryonic mesoderm, the middle portion, not person, middle portion. Okay, so what is basically here? Endoderm produce liver, epidermis, gland, hair, nervous system. What? Repeat it. Liver. Speak with me. Liver, epidermis, gland, hair, nervous system, and etc. And a student, endoderm produces pancreas, lining of urinary bladder. Okay, and mesoderm produces what? Dermis, most muscle, kidney, gonads, etc. Hello, repeat with me. Mesoderm produces what? Dermis, most muscle, most of the muscles in our human body, kidney, gonads. Okay, so this is things. So this was mesoderm. 84 number question we having. Okay, the correct sequence in the process of development of human embryo is, tell me student, is very important, which is repeatedly asked in our NEET examination to get into the what? Medical college. Okay, so let's start. So the fusion of male gamete, repeated division of the zygote is called the cleavage, forming a solid morula. Okay, so after further division and rearrangement, a fluid filled cavity surrounded by the blastomeres, blastula is formed. The appearance of germ layer mark the gastrula. So the student, in simply way, we can say the correct sequential process of development of human embryo is first fusion of male and female gamete, that is fertilization, then zygote formation, then cleavage, then morula, then blastula and gastrula. I hope student you know. Now see one time more: fertilization, zygote, cleavage, morula, blastula and gastrula. Okay, next ahead. Yeah, question 85. Okay. What is true about the cleavage in the fertilized egg of the humans? Meroblastic starts with egg reaches uterus, start in fallopian tube. It is identical to normal mitosis. So what is this? 85 number questions. So the true about the cleavage fertilized egg in humans is, student, what? Start in a fallopian tube. Cleavaging starting in a fallopian tube. So basically here we can say like that, the ovum is released by the ovary in transported to the ampullary isthmic junction where fertilization takes place. So the simple question from you, where the fertilization takes place? Yes, ampullary isthmic junction, you know. So takes place. Okay, so the mitotic division start as the zygote moved through the isthmus of the oviduct called the cleavage toward the uterus and formed 2 to 4, 4 to 8, 8 to 16 daughter cell called blastomeres. You know, students, so the embryo with the 8 to 16 blastomeres is called morula basically. Okay, so does not focus on the another thing, we have to focus what the question asked from us. True about the cleavage and fertilized egg, the humans start in a fallopian tube. Simple. 86. Termination of gastrulation is induced by obliteration of the blastocall, obliteration of the archentron, cluster of the blastophore, cluster of the neural tube. Tell me, transmission of the gastrulation induced by obliteration of the blastocall. So don't do rectification, so go for the understanding deep knowledge. So basically gastrulation end with the complete obliteration of the blastocall. So the stage of 3 primary germ layer start. What start? Obliteration of blastocall. That was the reason behind that. So hello student, go to the questions 87. Be careful and be hydrated. In telolithial, egg of the yolk is found all over the egg, one on one side, both the sides center. So basically here what will be happens on the basis of the distribution of the yolk, the egg are flowing types. What? Homolithial, evenly distributed yolk. Okay. So we are talking about the telolithial. What is the meaning of the telolithial? The spelling TELOLECITHAL. So basically the meaning, most of the yolk near the vegetal pole. Vegetal pole basically. Vegetal pole. Cytoplasm and nucleus near the animal pole. Okay. Now to the question third of our question. Okay, centrally placed yolk surrounded by the cytoplasm is called central lithial. Okay, so what we have the question? Tell me student, what we have the question? The question is very simple and their options are very simple also. So on one side, this is the option which is asked in 1993, is so old, but does not worry, old is gold. Always remember one thing, old is gold. So amount of the yolk and its distribution base are changed in the egg. Which one is affected? Pattern of cleavage, formation of zygote, number of blastomeres, fertilization. Okay, So what is the question asked from us? Repeated amount of alk and its distribution are changed in the egg. Which one is affected? So which one is affected when distribution are of the amount of alk are happen? Tell me. So basically here pattern of cleavage are to get changed. So yes, we have why we can say like that. So the student, the pattern of the cleavage is determined by the amount of alk and its distribution in, okay. So basically in holoblastic cleavage, you know the type of holoblastic cleavage is a type of also cleavage. So the segmentation lines pass through this entire egg, okay. Segmentation line are passed through the entire egg. So hence it is divides eggs completely. Egg in this type of cleavage contain the moderate to a sparse amount of alk. For example, frog, human egg. So pattern of cleavage are get changed, and then nothing will be happen. Now 89 number questions, which is the last third question. Moroblastic cleavage in division: horizontal, partial, या parietal, total and spiral. Tell me, meroblastic cleavage is division in which what happen? Partial and parietal occur. Okay, why it is occur? So the student, different type of the segmentation or cleavage are found in animal depending upon the amount of alk and its distribution. Okay, holoblastic complete division, meroblastic division occurs only in cytoplasm but not in alk. So the most example is fishes. Okay, so this is the things, partial, half and parietal, this. Okay, now the second last question, blastophore is opening of neural tube, opening of gastrocol, future anterior and embryo formation, embryo only not formation, found in the blastula. So blastophore is basically what? So blastophore is the small slit like opening on the other side of the gastrocol, also known as a dorsal lip, dorsal lip, dorsal lip. Okay, the student opening of the gastrocol, basically it is answer simple way, which is asked in 1992. Yeah. So the last question of today's session, during cleavage and the chapter human reproduction, most important series for the asked in 2021. A student, you have to remember 3 to 5 questions asked every year from this chapter and reproductive health. Okay, so the during cleavage, what is true about cell? So nucleocytoplasmic ratio remain unchanged. Size does not increase. There is less consumption of oxygen. The division is like meiosis. What will happen? So the student, during cleavage, the size of the cell do not increase. In fact, the resultant blastocysts are smallest in size. Okay, so because the size of the embryo doesn't increase, why? And mitosis occurs rapidly. The mitosis occur very rapidly. So that was the reason. Okay, size does not increases. Yes. So let's stop.